Hello, hello, I am Rangru.
And I'm Graham.
We're here today with another 1v1 from Wargame Bootcamp Discord Elite Tournament. This is one of the matches from the semi-finals. What game number this is, we're not going to tell you. We're on a mud fight. Who's playing it out, Graham?
So, in this muddy fight, Rangru, on the left-hand side in the blue, we have Direktor playing as Eurocore. We've actually casted him playing Eurocore on this map. But on the right, we have Greyhound, the OG, playing as Blue 4 Mechanized.
Yeah, two very hardcore, pretty sweaty deck matchups, I'd say. I mean, Mechanized on this map is pretty much a key to success.
Almost an auto win.
Yeah, but we're seeing him actually go for a pretty northern attack. He's got the A1 Abrams, the Hawk, three A1 Abrams, Graham. That's
it's Iraq right now. Yeah, he decided to transport himself, he was in the desert of Iraq, and now he's somehow found himself in this jungle environment. But here we go. These M1A1s are going to roll out. A little unload some falls here. We got the Warrior Milan. Look at that. The Milan was taken in this deck. I just want to... Somebody will know what I mean when I call that out in their ring.
Yeah. That's
very specific.
A very specific reference.
Yes. That person will know who it is. If they don't, that means they don't watch your cast, so we can ridicule them for it.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. And we already got the smoke as well, just being deployed, acting as artificial cover here. This is a very make it or break it push. Because on the other side, we've got a 2A1, as well as got Milan F3 and Racing them before, just annihilating on this map. And Leclerc.
Yeah, so you have the Leclerc, the big baddie of France right there pushing out, along with the F3, which is just a monster, and we've seen it annihilate on this map, excuse me. And we see the M1A1s pushing up right here, but there is a little bit of side fire from the Leclerc, though that's going to kind of push it back. I'm not really sure how much more these M1A1s are going to be able to do. Yeah, one goes down right there, because there's Legion 90, 2A1, and some little reservists to screen in front.
Yeah, it seems like a very good defense here from our friend Mr. Direktor. Because, the Legion 90 is in the perfect location. We've seen Aaron Abrams having to pull back. The 2A1 kind of just held the line for a bit, being the tank. And the Clerk is now following up and finishing things off. And even the Vab, look at him go. He's in bloody hotel. Well,
yeah, the Vab on him right there. He does die, but he got way deep. These M36 are going to come up here, but the Leclerc, he just senses, Direktor's game sense is so good. And he just realizes, hey, momentum is on my side. Greyhound messed up, and this Leclerc is here to just kind of abuse this position. Vab's helping out. Government, rough day if you're a Dane.
Yeah.
Or Norwegian, I mean.
Yeah, you're just getting completely buggered up, yeah. The reservists actually holding their own to sort of fire support as well. And the A1 Abrams now in a pretty tough spot, because they're pretty isolated up north. We got a good amount of smoke.
Thunderbolt, though.
Oh, but the smoke from Leclerc.
Yeah, the smoke from Leclerc's going to save it. If this was Warno, Direktor would be done. This would be GG. He's tapping out because the Thunderbolt is the super killer from the skies. But luckily for him, he is playing Wargame Red Dragon, so the smoke is able to cover his Leclerc, provide that artificial cover as he keeps pushing him back.
Yeah, that's kind of wild that smoke actually works and doesn't dissipate after 5 seconds.
Yes, the smoke actually is a viable strategy.
Yeah, Wargame is a pro-smoking game. Warno's like a pro-vaping game.
It's like when you watch a movie from the 1980s and you see people smoking on the airplane or something.
Yeah.
And it's like, wow, you could still do that. They're pro Marlboro.
Woo! And then you just watch Marlboro Man and Harley Davidson and Marlboro Man. Yeah. The movie.
Yes. I was just gonna say really quickly, we are not sponsored by Marlboro.
No, not yet.
No, I wish we were. I would smoke a Marlboro every stream for a sponsorship. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Light one up in between.
Right, just light one up really quick. Instead of cracking open a cold one, you just, hey, we're just gonna do a quick little light after someone super heavy dies. I mean, right there, we could light one up because that M1A1 got lit up.
Yeah, it's getting completely annihilated here. The Leclerc, I mean, even though his push has not gone well for Greyhound, I mean, you can see Ray's people have managed to get into the bloody semi-finals. The smoke play is just insane. Back and forth. Neither side is, overcommitting their tanks too much now. And it seems that Greyhound has been able to at least stabilize the position just a bit.
I don't know, Rang. I think that he's kind of buggered right here. The Milan F3 is going to push up here on the left. One did die right there to the mortar. But this Leclerc is just going down. I mean, he has 5 rounds left already, and we're 5 minutes into the game.
That's... wow.
A Vab right there. I think it's going to load some Legion 90. That's a nasty little spot. The A10 won't be able to get any work done unless, Direktor just kind of starts to fumble his smoke play. And so, I guess you're right. He gets, Greyhound has kind of stabilized, but he's in a rough spot.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to make any push happen and go for Foxtrot anytime soon. But considering he is Mech Gang, the entire southern side of this map, Bravo, as we see, is barren. Not a single unit is inside it. This would really be his best counter-offensive option.
Yeah, the problem is that I don't think he feels confident in going that direction yet, because there is so much pressure in golf. And what you're seeing here from Direktor, I mean, these M36 will kill these Legions, unfortunately for him, but the utilizing the super heavy, that's how you beat mech. You force them into engaging with your high-powered technological units, let's go with that, contraptions, whatever you want to call them. And with excellent smoke play, I mean, these M36s, they literally were transported to a modern battlefield, and they're getting treated like it.
Yeah, they're getting annihilated, but the Clerk, he has 3 rounds of ammo and a dream. He's going to see what he can finish off. Oh, there's a supply truck, yo.
Yes, supplies are coming, but A10, there's a little bit of an angle, I think, here for the A10. Yeah, because he is spotted by the Roviat right there. A hit does go into the Leclerc, but the rest do miss, and the Leclerc's going to live to fight another day.
Yeah, and it's going to get him out of action for at least a little bit, which will give Greyhound a bit of stabilization. But still, the main thing for Greyhound is... Mirage 2000 going in does not get a hit.
It does get one hit there, and Evax and the Cheetah D now coming out. Love the Cheetah D. I wish you would see this, more often from players. The ability to fire those seed missiles on fire position is just wild.
Yeah, it just
Cortal's trying to hit it.
Oh. Yeah, pretty, what's it called? Investment into air power all of a sudden here. And for Greyhound, he really needs stuff down south, because he's just... very much tunnel visions right now and trying to make this northern push happen. I guess it's the Leclerc is trying to deal with that, but he just needs to hold his ground.
Yeah, I mean, another one is coming out here for Direktor. I think Graham's kind of going with the approach that if he can get enough mass, even if he trades like 1 to 2 in terms of KD, it'll eventually succeed in pushing back. The RBSs in the town is critical for him. And actually, smoke right there, he thought he was covered, he wasn't. Smashed in the face right there, the Clerk is by the RBS, and this is kind of what he needs to string together a couple of little victories. Oh, the Cheetah D literally he had a seizure while he was flying, and those missiles just completely missed.
Yeah, those RBSs really forget just how deadly are. 26 AP, yeah. They are super heavy tank killers here, so he definitely needs him just to screen out.
Yeah, the downside of the RBS, of course, is the range. Like you said, with the 26 AP, they can absolutely make you pay if you get within that range without proper smoke play. And unfortunately for Direktor, he needs to repair this Leclerc, and his supply truck is kind of just like, yeah, I don't feel like working right now.
Yeah, he's done. He's on his union break.
Oh, there it goes. I'll say that felt very French-like of the German truck right there to not do its job. The French tendencies are starting to affect the German units.
They are. Oh, the Milana 3 getting a Gucci snipe on the SCRF, and there's Northern push without the Abrams fire support. The Abrams is starting to move up the lone survivor. Maybe Greyhound is just trying to hook all the way around to far north to get into Foxtrot and ignore Gulf. You can set up a Gucci defensive line through Gulf and Foxtrot, but that's hard to maneuver about.
Maybe part of the logic in not finding Bravo is the AMX-13 spam, because the AMX-13 is really hard to deal with at times, and it almost gives like a light mech feel to Eurocore or French players. So instead of like being like, hey, I really don't want to invest in my Commando 90s or my Fusilier 90s, because that's really what you need to stop AMX-13s inside that forest. He's just kind of like, I'll leverage my mass up here in the north, and eventually I'll be able to outgrind the French player more in the open. But I don't know, with double Leclerc on the field here, that seems like just a really tall ask.
Yeah, I guess the best bet is use the RBS is to screen out Gulf. You kind of keep Leclerc's box in the forest, and then you just try to hook round into Foxtrot. But even then, if Leclerc says push round into Foxtrot, at least just get one of them over here. You can pretty much just shut down that push.
Though the Crotal is actually dead up in the northern position here for Direktor, with the Tevza B coming up along with some more infantry in the M1A1. He might be able to wipe everything in Foxtrot. And if that's the case, it'll really pinch Direktor inside the forest there at Gulf. He's bringing up more AMX-13s, but it might be time for Direktor Ring to think about creating pressure somewhere else, because I think he's going to lose this northern position.
Yeah, it's very efficient trading here from Greyhound. Very impressed. But like you said, reserve its spam and Bravo. Maybe just a little bit of investment over into air to just try to get some pressure into Alpha. That could probably slow down his northern push, because as long as the Sayron Abrams is still alive, he's in a pretty hard time dealing with it.
Yeah, especially because both Leclercs are paired together down in Gulf. No, an attack is going in here. The Leclercs are going to push out. AMX-13's here to screen for the Leclerc so they can do the big boy damage on these RBS teams. Let's see. So first ATGMs are out. Let's see if he actually... Yeah, so Greyhound wasn't microing that, so they're going to go ahead and hit or crash into the ground. And then the Leclerc's going to try and push them back.
Mm-hmm.
Good smoke play.
Yeah, just instantaneous. Like, really, for both sides, just denying their heavy tanks from getting hit. Well, of course I say that. Right,
that was the side shot on the Leclerc right there. As the smoke shells rain in to cover it. And that might... Wow, that was just nasty.
Yeah, it was a very efficient pick here. I mean, the run Leclerc is still pretty scary, but a lot less scary now. And Greyhound kind of has the better positioning, especially getting the A1 into the Foxtrot forest. He can engage at closer range, and well, the A1 still doesn't have great AP against Leclerc armor, but it's something.
Yeah, I mean, it's 19. If he gets a side shot, and based on that angle, it's definitely possible, because he has to kind of choose, almost like a concave, right? Yeah, as the Leclerc pushed out, it has to, like, do I angle against the RBS, or do I angle against now the M1A1? Though, M1A1 wants to be careful, because he can quickly be turned into a scrap heap if the Leclerc gets it. Yeah, we see it right there.
Yeah, auto-loader, man.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to tangle like that. But, oh yeah, well, he decided to tangle. M1A1 does pay with his life, but I don't know. Overall, I think that does work for Greyhound. The question is, does he have any like follow up right now?
Yeah, because he did manage to get the positional advantage now by getting that little toehold into Foxtrot here. But we got the reserve hit spam coming through, and I don't think the force here in Foxtrot will be enough to deal with that many AMX-13s and Mass 49s.
Yeah, the Mass 49 is so dreaded. You know, it scares the shit out of me. But the AMX-13 also up north is actually going to be really nice because it'll push back some of these light IFVs. Oh, we see the RBS is connecting right there. Oh, Kurnash, Cheetah D, Thunderbolt. The strike package just came in. I don't know if it really accomplished anything. Double Mirage 2000 coming out. Kurnash goes down. I don't think that was worth it for Greyhound.
No, he only got the Leclerc down to 3 HP, which is going to slow it down for a bit. And the reserve hits are taking some heavy casualties, pushing up. But still, actually, Greyhound is getting that slow plus run, and on a map here where it's not really easy to take +2 sectors, that can be pretty big.
Yeah, that was a really interesting engagement right there. It's kind of hard to tell on the surface who's going to benefit. The Leclerc is out of action, but it did kill. All 3 M1A1s are now officially dead. But the RBSs are in position. Reserves, I don't know. I might have to see it play it out. That was a really weird... I mean, it's pretty rare we see, like, a full-on, you know, Kurnass, Seed, Thunderbolt follow-up, engaging with 2 Mirage 2000s over the airspace.
Yeah, some absolutely hot action. I believe, okay, the Eyehawk is still alive, so it can provide some anti-air support. The area is only down to a singular missile here. Oh, the Recon Leopard.
Oh, where's the Recon Leopard? Where's she
north. I'm about to be good getting that into Foxtrot, so I can provide good screening coverage for cheap and reconnaissance. Yeah,
Thunderbolt and Cheetah D are back out. I think, excuse me, I think when the Eyehawks hit one of the Mirage 2000s, they didn't kill it, but I'm pretty positive he got a connecting shot. Yeah, because there's only one out now. The Mirage 2000 is so good for its price point.
Yeah.
You bring them elite, and they're actually crazy effective.
I mean, 60% accuracy in the semi-active missiles, that is not bad.
I wish my 530Ds worked that well in War Thunder.
Yes.
I'll tell you, my accuracy rate is probably like 30% max.
It's like real-life South African accuracy rates.
Oh, the Mirage 2000 is diving in here, though. The Hawk opening up. Downside. Oh, it does get the Cheetah D in it. Well, it also takes a hit from the Hawk. There's another AA there, so it's going to get out of there.
Yeah. He's slowly but surely picking apart Greyhound Air Force, which just has been a pretty heavy investment so far. He's pretty much brought a lot of those heavier aircraft out rather than buying more ground-based tanks, which does make sense to an extent, because that one Leclerc still alive can be a huge pain in the arse here. Also, even though he's lost that Leclerc, he still has the Leopard Trait 5 card. So it's not terrible from Direktor from an availability standpoint to still keep the super technology advantage.
The super heavy tanks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we're seeing it right here. Greyhound is going to start investing in some Bravo. Honestly, a Merkava 2A with some Roviats would be nice in Bravo too. That'd be hard to deal with. Oh, he's buying an M110 instead. A big boy coming out.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you, Rang, everybody's pro 203. Excuse me, 203s right now.
Yeah. He did actually bring out the FOB. I guess if you see a mech player start with an FOB, that's a pretty good telltale sign that they're gonna get the 203 out at some point. Otherwise, there's no reason to get the FOB.
Yeah, it's purely because you're bringing heavy arty.
Yeah.
But it almost kind of seems like it's becoming more and more common to see mech players use them. And I mean, I guess like on one hand, like you can say points by not having the FOB, but the 203s almost immediately pay themselves off if you pick the right targets.
And you can afford to take an FOB as mech. It's not like Moto Gang where the opener is so important. With Mech Gang, if you bugger up the opener, and most likely you will because you're slow as hell, you're playing the long game here, baby.
Yes, right.
You want those supplies for your heavy artillery. Heavy artillery can help you win the long game.
Right, you're trying to grind out your opponent, whereas like Moto, for sure, your opener is extremely important. If you mess up the opener as Moto, you might as well just leave the game 9 out of 10 times. Like it's done. I mean, we saw that 2 weeks ago in our cast.
Yep, you just mess. You overextend some Finnish elite troops, and you might as well just be finished.
Everyone pour out a shot for the poor Randall Jakaris that got obliterated a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, Leclerc getting smacked again by an RBS.
God damn.
Those
It's kind
RBS
of wild.
Working.
You get the RBS in regular mech decks. A 5-man, 26 AP ATGM team. Like, you don't have the range compared to some of the better ones, but the HP, and especially in 1v1s, because the 2-man HP really screws you over time and time again, as mortars can just kill you, gives you so much better survivability. And you get 8 missiles, I believe, compared to 6 with most ATGMs.
Yeah, you also get the Chumat.
Oh, yeah, you can double spam it. God damn.
Yeah, you do get some elite infantry. I don't think you need any of it, but you get it. You get the Merkava 2As from the Israelis. You get Fusilier 90s, which, hey, they're not crazy, but the Law 80 is amazing. You can argue about the Warrior all day long, but you do get an IFV. Commando 90s are good. Government are good. And then add into it, like, your tank tab isn't bad. Plus, you get Recon Leopards, you get Kernasses, you get Cheetah Ds. Blue 4 Mech has a very solid deck, especially for top-level players who are able to overcome the loss of points.
Yeah, it's definitely a semi-finals deck if you want to come in and win.
Yeah, and I think Greyhound's currently winning. I mean, obviously with points he is. And while I don't know if he's actually he probably is negative currently in this game, but he did kill Leclerc. He reset the game. I thought he was about to lose Rang in the first 5 minutes. And now he's in a very strong position in Bravo with maybe 100 more points could make it almost untakeable.
Yeah, it's kind of getting a little bit difficult here for Direktor. He very much focused on just like the Leclerc go push, but you could never really break it apart. And now Greyhound has been able to go around like the outer edges of the map and really gain some nice territory for not a whole lot of loss.
Yeah, absolutely. And with the M1A1 going in there, I mean, some Panzer Grenadiers, 90 with the Martyr 2. They're kind of pulling in Charlie. Some more Martyr 2s coming up as well. And a Fuchs, So, I mean, it does look like Direktor's recognizing that he needs to get into Bravo, because I don't think either player is willing to put a CV into Golf right now. It's way too hot still. Oh, and Akazurit CV is going to Bravo, though.
Oh, and you even get, you get the bloody 10 frontal armor CV. Like,
that thing's
god
crazy.
damn. Yeah.
Yeah, Blue 4 in general, like, I mean, even if you like Blue 4, like, unspec, it's still a pretty nasty deck. The downside is you are making compromises, and so I think for, like, lower skilled players, you're going to want all the points you can get. But when you're at the top of your game, like people like Direktor and Greyhound are, you can make that work because of the raw, like, just the raw, like, the availability of, like, certain specialized units you just wouldn't expect.
Yeah, you can just pick just enough of the really efficient units.
Yeah.
Where, like, Coalition decks, there's always those few inefficient units, like those kill value rise, which you just have to take because it's your compromise is going like a smaller coalition.
A smack there by the Chuman on the Leclerc. He's really lucky right now, Direktor is, that RBS is out of ATGMs. Oh, he just got reloaded quick. One of them in. Another smack by the Chumat. The Leclerc did kill something. Oh, the Leopard recon tank is really weak as
Well,
well.
and the A1 Abrams is kind of getting the flank on the hill here. That's a very good position considering the Clerk is now dealing with the Foxtrot area. Now I think he's going to relocate.
And the quad Zeldas coming out with the Roviats, you can tell Greyhound senses, he smells the blood in the water right now, Rang. He thinks he can win this game here. The M110 dropping the 203 pieces right on top of this Legion 90, trying to force them back. And this is a nasty angle here. Oh, look at that drop there, just stunning everything back there.
Absolute damage.
Oh, look at that, you're dead.
Like the 203, especially in this sort of matchup with mech, where you manage to confine the enemy into such a small area, you're just going to get so much value out of that heavy artillery.
Yeah, absolutely. The Hawk's also been refilled. An IP is going to Bravo to help stabilize that because the Fallschirmjäger and the Panzer Grenadier 90 push is going in. The Germans are finally entering this battlefield in force right now, but they're going to run in this Commando 90. I'd look to see if he can maybe get a little bit of support there, Greyhound is, because the Fallschirmjäger will typically do some work. Oh, they're getting annihilated right there, instantly getting panicked. The space magic not helping.
Oh, wow.
Wrecked
Yeah,
by
the
the
positioning
commandos.
from the commandos is just in a very good spot. And also have the super high veterancy.
Yeah.
You got Marder 2s and a Leopard 3/4 here. There is definitely investing a bit more into this Bravo push.
But IP's coming in. There's also a Tevza B back there. There's no AA down here. If he brought that up, he could decimate this push.
Yeah.
Oh, that 2A4 is getting very aggressive. If the A1 poked out now, he could get a pretty nasty shot.
Yeah, it's also lucky there's no ATGMs in the Bravo Forest either.
Yeah. And what's nice for Greyhound is the Commandos didn't lose a squad, so they are down on 12 HP, but completely stopping that infantry assault. The Martyr 2s just weren't in position. Oh, and the Thunderbolt, America's back on the menu, boys, and he sees some German booty.
Oh, French buddy.
Yeah, he got the French booty instead.
Well,
he does go down, but the Block 15 dives in. It's a melee up in the air right now, and the Barrage goes down.
God damn, that was a very expensive 10 seconds.
That was wild. Hundreds of points just went down the drain, but the Roviats and the Zeldas are what really matter, Rangru, and they're taking the golf forest.
Yeah, that was kind of a game-winning move there from Greyhound, especially the Roviats coming in just at time as the Leclerc gets blapped.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. That was 100%, I think, the game winner right here. It's going to put him, it's putting Direktor on the back foot here. The 2A4, while it's a nice tank, it is not a Leclerc. And it's going to be really hard at this stage in the game against a mechanized deck to take back that force right there. Yeah, he's going to need Martyr 2s, he's going to need Leopards. But the M110 has just been relentless in its pounding of these Eurocorps positions. Oh, and the Kernas is out.
Oh. He senses blood.
The power creep
Ready
is
to
here.
finish this off.
She's about to launch right there. The bombs are away. Is it go? I think it's going for the Leopard 2 command tank. It does, pushing it back. Not a kill there, but still, she's messed up.
Yeah. Taking a little bit of damage, you could say.
Just a little bit. Wee bit of damage. But Leopard 2 going to back up there, forcing back all this along with the Leopard 2A4. The 203, what is she shooting at right now? Oh, going for the CV snipe.
Does he know it yet?
I don't know, but one shell hits. Direktor needs to move it, but if he moves it, he 100% gives up. Let's see, where's the other shell? Is it on the air? There it is. Yeah, it's in the air. And that's... Oh, wow. Nice move. I thought it was dead.
Like Dance Dance Revolution over here.
Yeah, that's we're in some, late 90s, early 2000s at the arcade. Just going ham back there.
Yeah, this is... I think Direktor here is a little bit buggered.
This counterattack here has to work. These 2A4s, this needs to be like the Kharkov offensive of 43 for him, because this is just going to get kind of wild right now. They need some Kasserine pass action, because the Germans going to have to do it. This is the only way. The Martyr 2s with some AMX 13s in the back, he's going to have to kind of send it here. But there's a true map from the side. Oh, and it gets blapped.
Oh, lucky. Very lucky. Yeah, he needs to get back into that ghost position at least. But even then, we got 15 minutes on the clock left and 171 points.
Yeah, it's a pretty substantial lead, especially for the map. And plus, Greyhound's even like, hey, maybe you'll get back in there. I'm going to go and keep applying pressure. And there's no getting into Bravo. Like, that's pretty much shut down for the rest of this game based upon the points we see on the field here.
Yeah, yeah. Be curious to see just how effective his
Oh, an
infantry
M270
push-
going out.
Oh, wow.
Let's see, where's she going?
Counter battery.
Going for the counter battery, which, you know, that M110 hasn't moved in a while. So if he gets a direct hit here, oh, so doesn't move. And there's supply trucks there. All right, first one's pretty close. Okay, actually a really good, really close spread here, but this M110 might live. That'd be wild. Oh, and the Kernass is back up. Oh, there she goes. Lap. I think M110 paid itself off though for sure. Like,
Yeah.
without a doubt.
Like 70 points, even if you include 100 points for the FOB to like spin it up,
Yeah.
basically.
Right.
It definitely did a lot of damage and just clearing out Goaf.
The 284s do push back the M1A1 right there, so that's kind of nice for him. Legion 90 with the Erics is smacking into a M1 IP. He's going to get back that booty up. The reservists are going in, but really he needs this Martyr 2 up to support them because that's Falkenjäger, and the Roviats will do well against the reservists because they actually have an LMG. The reservists don't have their AMX-13, so their LMG has been wiped away.
Yeah, they left it on their APC at home.
Yeah, the machine gun at home is the AMX-13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the
It's a
Leopard
50
284. Yeah, it is a 50 cal. But once that APC's gone, bye-bye.
Yep.
So we do see the 284s are pushed up. There's a Gepard as well trying to screen here. This attack just feels like this is the last gasp here of Direktor. He needs this attack to work. The Cheetah D coming in. Oh, the reservists been smacked right there. Block. Yeah, and that F4F
F4.
decided to tangle. The F16 said bye-bye, previous generation. Though the Gepard might get him. Yeah, Gepard will get him.
Big blap, but still worth it. Just shutting down this last push.
And the
really.
Anglos are on the way to reinforce with the Warriors. Excuse me.
You know, the semi-automatic automatic cannons are going to win the day here.
Sometimes, Rangu, it's better to have a semi-automatic automatic cannon to not have any cannon.
That's true. That is a very good point.
And we do see the Leopard 284s are pushed up here. They're actually really vulnerable to a side shot. And yeah, we see one right there just get smacked on its side. M1A1 back up. Great micro here. The next M1A1 is missing, but you can just kind of tell the momentum is falling apart for this attack here from Direktor. Yeah, and there she goes. The German
Big
armor
flop,
making its
big
last
flop.
stand. There it goes. Bye-bye. Sayonara. Alvida's in.
Yeah.
I think
just can't
America
remember.
with a fat dub.
I know, right? You just bring enough A1 Abrams, you got so many of them in the bloody desert, you can just keep pumping them out.
It was a M1A1 in a dream.
It was. And GG, yeah, to Greyhound. This was actually the third match in the semi-finals, and Greyhound actually won the previous two matches as well, so he actually goes on to the finals.
So the Direktor won the first match?
No, he didn't win any.
Oh, so this is game.
I think,
So,
yeah,
oh,
it's
best
game,
of 5?
I think it's best of 5, yeah.
Okay. I thought it might be a best of 3 for semis. No, well, great. Hats off to Greyhound. Awesome game between the two. I've loved casting Direktor this tournament. He's been awesome to watch some of his plays. Got really far for the first time I think I've ever seen him. At least the first time we ever casted him, right?
Yeah,
tournament.
it has been.
Yeah, so big props to him. Putting it out there all on the line. I thought he had it for a little bit. I really thought the first 5 minutes it was his game.
Yeah, because Greyhound took some big L's at the start, and it felt like he just couldn't really maneuver anywhere. Like, he was getting buggered in the Gulf area. But he just managed to stabilize it just enough. And then the far northern flank, and then eventually the far southern flank for Bravo, really paid off for him. I'm quite surprised. I mean, it just comes back down to Mech Gang being Mech Gang, and they will just grind you down whether you like it or not.
Yeah, absolutely. It proves once again, you know, especially for certain maps, if your opponent's going mech, like, you need to go mech. Because you just have to play such a solid, consistent game as an unspec deck. And even when you see it there, which Direktor did, all it takes is one mistake, and an RBS is slamming into your super heavy tank, and now you're going to die under the unbearable weight of that mechanized force.
Yeah, if you can't get value out of your super heavy stuff, which Mech actually does a very good job of denying that value, just inherently of how it's built, like, you're buggered. You're buggered.
Mech is the chubby girl at the bar. She always wins.
Yeah, she's finding someone by trove.
Always.
Yeah.
It's undefeated.
Undefeated. And on that note, we'll see Greyhound Rorge in the finals.
Ooh.
Yes. And thank you very much, guys, for watching. And as usual, please just take it easy.